Oh! The perfect British fish and chips, the Scouse way. For me, personal preference, haddock over cod, just got a little bit more sweetness to it. Maris Piper potatoes, large for the perfect triple cooked chip. We've got this blend, it's a gluten-free self-raising flour, beer, that stops it from being gluten-free. So if you do want it gluten-free fully, a bit of sparkling water is completely fine. And that's about it really. We're going to serve it with the best condiments of a Chinese curry sauce, mushy peas, tartar sauce, lemon and vinegar. Fish and chips is all about having enough condiments to overpower the amount of fish and chips on the plate. That is a successful chippy tea. So for the perfect triple cooked chips at home, you need to start off with a Maris Piper and a large one at that. It's a lovely dry potato, which means it gets extra crispy, extra fluffy. We don't want a waxy potato. This is going to be boiled, it's going to be low fried, high fried, cardboard box. We're going to square them off. Soak them in a bit of water, 20 minutes. For the batter, gluten-free self-raising flour and beer. So the flour is important. Whenever I'm frying anything in oil, I always go for a gluten-free blend. When it cools down, the batter stays crispy. If you go for a chippy, by the time you've allowed it to rest and the steam evaporates out, as it cools, it loses a bit of the crispiness and goes a bit soggy, and then it can taste a bit oily. You don't get that with this flour. The self-raising has the bicarb and the soda and whatnot in there to give it that little souffle, so it's just a perfect blend ready to go. Now, the recipe will be on our website, so I'm just going to teach you how to eyeball it in a way. The reality is we're going to make like a wallpaper glue consistency. So we need about 300 grams of flour, which is that. I've opened 3 bottles of beer just so that we haven't got too little, and then whatever is left over, I'll drink. Make a little circular cloth nest just to cuddle the bowl to stop it dancing all over. Into there, we're gonna add a pinch of salt, and then we're just gonna whisk in our beer. So if you look at that, Ed, that's obviously what? Too thick. That will make for stodgy batter. So we add in another beer. Just half the bottle this time. Looking a bit better. Right, 2 bottles of beer it is. Whoosh. That leaves a third one for me, and this can go into the fridge. The colder the better, because that's going to help that quick souffle as soon as it hits the frying oil. See that? Right, into the fridge. We're running out of room, Edward. But why doesn't I just face up that lovely fridge and all done up? And mine's told. Subscribe! Hit the like button! Bit of flour in there, this is to dry the fish off. And again, you're going to season that flour. Salt. For me, the fish, the question is, haddock or cod? For me, it's haddock all day. It's just got that little bit of sweetness. I do, however, love cod because you get that lovely, chunky flakiness with the fish. But the best thing for haddock is a paracetamol. Back of the net. The haddock, a few things to look out for. You've obviously got these pin bones down here. Now your fishmonger can take them out, or you can do it yourself. So I'm just going to make a quick little V-cut here on that side of the bone, which is removes the pin bones, not taking too much fish out, and just literally pull them out. You can use tweezers, but I'm assuming most of you at home don't have tweezers, so I'd teach you the V-cut. And the same with this one. Your pin bones down here, you're going to cut in, we've got a little V-cut, and just whip them out. Either side. If you were happy with skin on, that is good to go. So grab by the tail, cut in here, and pull the tail away from the knife, let the knife do the work. Again, you can get your fishmonger to do this for you. And then they are ready to be floured and dipped in batter and fried. Right, pommes frites. They've been soaking for about half an hour. I'm just going to drop this little vessel into the middle of the pan, just so that it's easier to get the chips out. You don't have to do this. Chips in. Whoop. And you're just going to let them bubble away for about 5 or 6 minutes. We drop them into boiling water. We want to keep the middle a little bit undercooked to hold the structure, but the outsides want to be cooked a lot more so that they can go nice and fluffy. The fluffier they get, and the more they evaporate once they come out, the crispier outer coating, like glass, we're going to get in the fryer on the final fry. Okay guys, so we take the Z-chips out of the water. Be careful. Try not to use a stupid piece of apparatus like I have. And probably find yourself a bigger bowl to drain them on. What's a knob? I'm just going to let these steam and evaporate for a little bit, then we're going to fluff them up in this, what could actually go from being a stupid piece of kit to being a very useful piece of kit. In 2 minutes, you want to break up the outsides, because that's going to make it nice and crispy. See the way it's just starting to dry up, but also just break the corners up. You've got a bit more of a belly on you, yeah, that's a problem. Let them steam off. You can put them in the fridge, you can put them in the freezer at this point. I'm going to leave them out for about 10 minutes, then I'm going to give them the first blanch at 130. First blanch, whack your fryers back up. Frying the fish, as simple as this. We get our haddock. I'm just going to do one to show you guys. We put it in the flour, the seasoned flour, so that's add salt. That sounded like I was going to say add something else in there, didn't it? But it's just add salt. So this is going to help the batter cling to the fish. You see the way that's just clinging on? It's nice. Oh, this is the tricky bit because you want to hold on for dear life. It's not drop the fish in, but without breaking the tail. And then just hold it in. Don't want to drop it too quick because otherwise it will stick to the bottom. So as that floats up, then you can drop the rest. Yeah. It's looking good, smelling good. Wash your hands, guys. One of the best things about using like an electric fryer when you're doing fish and chips, it rises to the top. You want it just to submerge the top so you can get it nice and crispy. But you can do that with your basket. Nice and gentle without damaging the chips. Nice and gentle without damaging the fish.
There's no chips in there.
No, I'm going to put chips in. How many chips? That's what I'm doing. Double job. 190. The fish is in there first. Put our chips in after, still at 190. Get them nicely coloured off, nice and crispy. Okay, so whilst that's happening, it's time to chef up the sides. First, homemade tartar sauce with a nice homemade mayonnaise. It is a goer. Chinese curry sauce, the Scouse way. Lovely, fresh, mushy peas. Behave. Triple cup chips. Get them draining. Nice and crispy. Perfect covering. Turn the fryer off. Season this up. Nice bed of chips. Crispy. Boom. If you want the full recipe for this dish, link is in the description to get you over to our website. You can't have too much. Curry sauce, wherever you fancy it, just get it on. Tartar sauce. Whoop. Mushy peas. Whoop. Oh! That's not so good. Click subscribe, hit the like button, join the family, and get behind the scenes what we're up to in our businesses day to day, and finish up with some banging recipes.